Free. Hi, welcome to Crook County Foundation's What's Brewing online edition. My name is Brandy Ebner and I'm the Executive Director of the Crook County Foundation. And today I'm excited to be joined by Beth J., who is Chair of the 2020 Holiday Partnership. Hi, Beth.
Good afternoon, Brandy.
I'm excited this year because the Crook County Foundation has been able to step up and take a role in the partnership and help make it Christmas possible for so many in our community. So Beth, tell me a little bit about the Holiday Partnership and how you got involved.
Well, it started a very long time ago. Becky Allen ran volunteer services for the DHS, and they did food baskets and gifts. And that was probably about 35 years ago. And the program has just changed over the years. And then it was Trees of Joy, and where we put names out of the trees. And St. Vincent de Paul did the food aspect of it, and we just banded together. And then probably about 20 years ago, we decided it was best to join all the different organizations, whether they were fraternal, the churches, and try to get everybody under one umbrella. Holiday Partnership, I think, was formed around 2005 by Commission and Family and Children and the Family Empowerment Group. And they ran it for a long time. And when Commission and Family and Children went away, then about 3 years ago, the Health Department took over their stewardship of it.
And then this year, a group of amazing volunteers came together. Due to COVID, the health department is just not able to handle a project of this size. They have their hands full with COVID situations in our community. And so when they were unable to, Beth stepped up and said, I'll chair it if somebody else can help us out. And then the Crook County Foundation and Beth got connected, and we're excited to be a partner in it this year. So how did you get involved in the partnership?
I used to help in the St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank.
Okay.
And that particular year, it was just a well-oiled machine. By 10 o'clock, we had all the food boxes done, everything done. So I decided to go down the road and see what the gift items looked like. And they were down at the old bowling alley where the senior center presently is. And so we were just decided to stop off and help out, and they looked like they needed a little help that year, and I just kind of never left.
Yeah, and here you are running the show. So tell me, who qualifies for the Holiday Partnership, and how do they go about putting in an application?
Well, the qualifications will be on the applications. DHS has gratefully helped us figure out who should be qualified for it. It's income qualified. I think it's 130% over something. I just don't know what the formula is. But the applications are available online at www.ccholidaypartnership.com. And we would love people to go there and fill out their applications online and apply online. That's the easiest way for us to move forward. We have a really short time frame this year because we had to get you, Brandy. We had to get the Crook County Foundation as a fiscal sponsor before we could move forward.
But we think we're still going to be able to help so many families in our community. So providing food boxes and Christmas presents, and it's specifically for children, seniors, and disabled in our community.
Yes.
And
we also added foster families this year.
That's a good point. We did. So as you mentioned, you can go online. If you're a family or know somebody in need who need a little bit of joy and assistance this Christmas, we would love to help them out. And the application is available now at ccholidaypartnership.com. Now, on the flip side, I've had a lot of people reach out already in just a couple of days and say, how can I help and make this happen? We know there's a lot of families in need this year. COVID's been rough on a lot of our community. What are the best ways for an individual or a business to assist in making sure this comes off well this year?
Gosh, there's so many ways that we can make this a success. We, as an individual, the best thing to do is to take a tag, and each of those tags represent an individual child or an individual senior or disabled person who is in need of a gift. And their gift suggestions are on those tags, and those tags will be available at certain banks, at certain fraternal organizations. And if you go online, you can see a list of them. And as far as for a business, you can take a tree or a holiday box. That the boxes contain are what we collect toys in through Toys for Tots, and everything that you take or you do or you donate stays in Crook County. And we would love for your monetary donations, but there's so much work involved in this. It's just really important that the tags be taken off the trees so that people will get gifts. And if you don't have time for a tag, if you stopped off, gave us some socks are always a big gift item, gift certificates to the movie theater or the doghouse or Dairy Queen is really important for some of our teen recipients. And we try and give everybody something warm, a warm hat and a warm set of gloves. And we take donations for those things.
And you mentioned until I got involved this year, I did not know that the Toys for Tot boxes around town also went to the partnerships. That's just one more connection that's going on. I always thought that was a separate program from the holiday partnership. So it's exciting to hear that all of those contributions around the community go into the same pool. So all the families are taken care of. And I've had folks ask, what if a name doesn't get taken? What happens then? And I always say, don't worry, we do mass speed shopping after the deadline of returning all your gifts. And we have awesome volunteers who speed shop and make sure every tag gets filled. But as you mentioned, that takes time. And it takes a lot of effort around, right before Christmas. So the more tags that can get completed early, the easier it is for our volunteers.
Yes, and some of those requests at the end are very specific requests. So we will have people shopping through the night trying to find the right flannel queen size sheets or something that somebody really wanted or a particular game. So the earlier that we do this, the better it is for all the volunteers. And I'm just so grateful that there are people in this community who will step up with the dollars and with willingness to go and get those items at the end.
Yeah, that's Prineville for you. This community really supports each other and rallies when they need to. So this year there is a little bit of change with COVID regulations. So tell us about what is COVID going to do to affect the typical way that the holiday partnership works?
Well, the first way that it changes is that there will be no wrapping. For years, we've asked the community to bring an unwrapped gift, and we still would like the gifts from the trees to be unwrapped. But we've always had great wrapping parties. 4-H groups would come down, leadership groups would come down, church ladies would come down, and just have a fun day of wrapping gifts. And they were beautifully wrapped. But this year, because of COVID and because of not being able to be in close proximity of each other, there will be absolutely no wrapping at Carrie Foster this year. And we hope that people put their gifts in maybe a white, like a kitchen bag, so that people won't see them. If not, we will definitely be changing up and putting them in the bags and then putting them into the family bags. Another aspect that changes is that we're going to put the food and the gifts all in one location, which will be Carrie Foster Hall, December 21st and December 22nd. And it will be a drive-through. The people that are receiving the gifts will come in on Main Street, wind through beside the Carrie Foster, and we hope to go in, have the food outside and tent and the gifts inside, and just we'll put it in their trunk of their car and off they'll go, and Merry Christmas.
Yes. So very COVID focused, making sure that all of our volunteers that are in Carrie Foster will be wearing masks and be distanced, and we'll do everything we can, but the wrapping is just not an option this year. So
it isn't.
I think the families are still going to be very appreciative, and I think we're going to have plenty of volunteers come out and help with the other components to it. So if you want to get involved, whether you would like to apply for your family to receive one of our food boxes or gifts, or if you'd like to assist as a business or an individual, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have a brand new Facebook page, a brand new website, a brand new email, and a brand new phone number, all dedicated to holiday partnership. So if you go again to ccholidaypartnership.com, or the same thing on Facebook, you'll be able to find us and get a hold of Beth or I, and we'll get you situated and make sure that we get you in the way you'd like to help out this year. Is there anything else you'd like to tell folks about the partnership?
No, I would just like to say a great big thank you to the Crook County Foundation for stepping up and saving this Christmas season, because without a fiscal sponsor, as much as the core volunteers wanted to help, we were unable to complete the task. So if you guys had not had an emergency board meeting and made this happen, this would not be happening. And I know that everybody in Crook County, that it's just a wonderful place, and people have always stepped up. And I know that you'll step up again this year. It won't look the same as last year or in previous years, but it'll just turn out wonderfully. And I want to thank the community for their support.
Yes, well, you are welcome. It was an easy decision for our board to save Christmas and make sure that folks had a Christmas. But there's a huge thank you to you, Beth, for stepping up and chairing this whole project and bringing it all together. When the health department found out they weren't able to do it, you just stepped up and said, I won't let this fail. We will find a way. And we found our way to each other. And now here we go. So we appreciate you and all the great volunteers. You've got one heck of a fantastic crew who have been doing all these pieces for years, and we know it'll go together flawless. So we look forward to it. ccholidaypartnership.com. Beth J, thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you this holiday season.
Thank you, Brandy.